Good morning. Welcome to the Monday morning Good Morning Vibe Tribe. I have been talking with this lady about hosting one of these for like ever. My wonderful friend that I did not even know lived in Maryland, and I'm so excited I have somebody in my hometown, Miss Elaine. She's going to go over some things about Palooza, some takeaways, and if there's time, she's going to talk about groups. And if not, we're going to get her back on for that. So, Miss Elaine, welcome and have at it.
And cut the Miss Elaine too. I know Shannon. Hi, everybody. I know Shannon and I are so excited that we found out that we're each in the same town. So I'm excited to tell you all. I have to say I'm a little under the weather here. I went to bed at 8 o'clock last night, so hopefully I'm okay. But it was just amazing. And first, I want to get everybody started on saying, make sure you're grateful for 5 things within the last 24 hours. I don't do it like right away. The things that happen in the last 24 hours that make you think about what happened. And there's so many things that I have to be grateful for just getting up, because I don't know if everybody knows, but I'm 80 years old. And so I thank God every day that I'm up. So let's get started with what happened. So day one was Friday night. Well, we all got there on a Thursday, so I might as well tell you that part too. We got there on a Thursday, and Thursday night, of course, because we're all together and crazy and excited, we all went out instead of going to bed early so we'd be awake for the meetings. But anyway, we partied, and Paul Gravette was there, and it was really exciting. He was talking to everybody, and we had a great time. And Friday morning, it was a little different than what we're used to. So they had Brock Johnson trained everybody on IG, Instagram. And oh my gosh, he was freaking amazing. He kind of reminded me of Jason, because I could listen to Jason talk all day long. He's not, boring. He just gets you all excited. So when I say it was a little different, they had meetings. It was only about 200 that could fit in this room where Brock Johnson was. And so a lot of people missed it because it said 10 o'clock, and then it said 12 o'clock, and then it said 2 o'clock. So I actually missed some of the morning meetings, but at 2 o'clock, we were VIP ticket holders. So that's another thing. If you go to it next year, not if you better be going next year, because this is like unbelievable. And you want to get your VIP ticket because you don't have to stand in line. They let you just go in. So we are standing over in the VIP line, and they're only letting in so many people. So I got in, and Brock started telling us, and I'm going to give you just, obviously, well, maybe some people can, but the things that stood out in my mind were the things he said about Instagram is, number one, you want to think of your niche. And some people say niche, so I don't know which is correct. But anyway, so for instance, myself would be possibly, and I'm not 100% sure, 80-year-old redhead that likes to have fun. So I work out, I dance, so, but for me to put in, like, my husband and I having dinner at a restaurant makes no sense if my niche is talking about a redhead who has fun. Let me go into that if you understand. What he's saying is, you don't want your timeline, I guess it is with Instagram, you don't want your timeline mixed up with a whole bunch of things that aren't your niche. So as an example, you don't have to put on your profile, I'm a mother that has 4 kids. That's, nobody cares about that. I mean, it's wonderful to be a mother, but who are you? Kind of like the 5 things that we always talk about. Who are you? What do we want to know about you? Do you work out all the time? Is that your niche? Do you like low carb foods? Is that your niche? So you're going to put that in your timeline, and where your name is under your time. And oh, you want to put a picture of yourself, not of you and your husband like I have right now, you, and a good picture just of you. Underneath, instead of putting your name, you want to put that one liner that says who you are. So it's something that you really want to think about, and maybe ask some of the people on your team, or maybe put out something on Facebook. What do you know about me? What am I like? So that you can get an idea. And so you don't want to mix, you want to make sure that all of your stuff after that is about your niche. So he gave us some sites, and what I'm going to do, I guess, I'll give it to Shannon, because I can't put,
Any kind of like apps or anything he gave you, she will
yeah,
share with
that's what
you
I'm
can share with
saying.
me, and I'll
Yeah.
put them in with the replay.
Okay. Who you hard for? Sorry, people. I mean, Shannon told me this last night, so I'm half asleep now. Basically, just believe in yourself and what the topic you put on. There is going to be a replay. I'm pretty sure of this. And I'll give you he gave us some really good sites to go on. And you do not want to miss a day. The other thing was, when you post on your timeline, it's all about your niche. You could post about your kids, going out to dinner with your husband, having a good time at a party. All of that could go on your story. He said that doesn't matter. You could do it all day long. So one of the things that made me think about being a redhead, and then I'm going to go into some other stuff, was I put a friend of mine sent me a Marilyn Monroe picture, reel, and it was about her being a redhead. So I said, oh my goodness, I'm going to, remake that, remix it. It went viral. I have no clue. So I put a bunch of pictures about me being a redhead in a bathing suit, dancing, whatever. It went viral. I have like 20,000 on there. So that's what I started thinking. That's my niche, which I never, believe it or not, never thought about before. Anyway, so that gave me an idea. So I wish I could go into more. It's kind of like every single thing that he said. I have written notes, but I didn't. That kind of gives you an idea of the whole thing. So I'll be more than happy to go into more. If somebody wants to message me or something, I have no problem with it. So that was on Friday. And then after that, and I'll give you a little background why I'm so exhausted, and everybody else is, I'm sure. We had something that I feel like I should tell you guys. One of the girls on our team that was in the Thrive book magazine was honored there, Nicole Atkinson. And this was her 1-year anniversary for being cancer free. And we got her a big cake with these humongous boobs on it. So after the meeting, we presented her with that. And here I'm thinking we have to be ready, the next day. I think I got that day mixed up. Anyway, so that was kind of exciting and fun. And she was honored because she's such a rock star and has been through so much. So Friday night was the black and white party. That was for everybody, and everybody looked fantastic, and it was so much fun. And we were all dancing and having an incredible time. And then that's when we went to the bar and we're hanging out with Paul. And then Saturday was the big day for all the training. It started at 10 o'clock. Again, VIP ticket holders get in right away, and we sit up front. So that's something that, you know, you want to think about. And of course, if you can't be a VIP ticket holder, just make sure you come and get the regular seating. So the most exciting thing that we've talked about, well, one of the first thing I'll tell you, which is less complicated, is ooh-wee, the drink. Oh my gosh, it was delicious. And I'm one person that's never had a soda in my life. It's a little carbonated. So for me, it was a little bit different to taste, but it's supposed to be, we're not supposed to say energy drink, but it's for those people that love energy drinks. This is an all natural herbal drink, and it tastes delicious, and it gives you that pick me up, because let me tell you, they were serving little cups, and I had like 10 of them to keep me dancing all night long. So that was and it has 0 carbs. So that's amazing. And no sugar. That's also, they did show us how it was made, but I'll be honest with you, I cannot go into it, but it was amazing. And hopefully they'll show a video of it, but they have everything, cleaning it, scalding hot water to make sure that everything is purified. And it takes like 5 minutes to get the bottles filled and out. The next thing is really, really exciting. E60 challenge. Oh my gosh. When he announced that, we were like freaking out. So you have your own website, and what it is, it's 60 days challenge. So it's pretty much, the cost of it is pretty much the same as the couples that we now have. So it's $320, and it comes with the same thing as the couples package. And it is, and where are my notes? Okay, so 2 capsules, 2 packs of capsules, 4 boxes of shakes. So it is giving you an entire month, an entire 2 months, 64 packs of shakes and the 2 packages of DFT. So that's $320 for a 60-day challenge. Then they have the regular, then you could do half for what we're paying now for the pack, $160 for a regular 4-week pack. And then they have the couples pack, which is again $320. So they, the prices are not really off the charts. But here's the good part. So you get points from April 1st through May 31st. This goes on. So anybody that put in an order, I found this out last night while I was putting in a couple orders. Anybody that brought in a customer or a promoter from April 1st will be in this E60 challenge. So you'll get the points. Now listen to this. First place is 50,000. Second place is 37,500. Third is 25,000. Fourth is 20K. Fifth is 15K. Sixth is 10K. Seventh is 5K. 2,500, 1,000, and down to 500. So you have a chance of making some serious dollars. Now here's how it works. That it's very similar. So when you give somebody your link, as a promoter, you're going to give them your username dot thrive. Let me see. I think it's Thrive60, thrive60.com, thrive60.com. And then they will go to that link and it'll pop up, you know, the 60-day challenge link. We cannot buy, as far as I know now. I was asking a few people last night, as promoters, we can buy. So and don't quote me on that. I'm not 1,000% sure, but based on what it is, it has to be brand new promoters and brand new customers. Now, from what I saw, that's the other thing. It shows on the rules new, but I looked in one of my customers' accounts and it retroed back to April 1st. So she was a new customer. So that will happen. As far as somebody else told me that one of her old customers got in on it, but I don't know how that would happen. And please forgive me because this was all new, and you know, they said they're going to put it in the, you know, a better explanation in the back office. But since I was asleep at 8 o'clock, I didn't look. So, and for yourself, you just go in the regular way. You just go into your back into your cloud office. When you go into the cloud office, if it's for a customer, and I know some of us help their customers, you're going to have to use that, you know, you're going to go into your customer. You're going to go into, sorry about this. You're going to go into your username dot thrive60.com, then it'll pop up and then you could place that customer's new order. Because I know some of us do help new customers the first time. If anybody has any questions, you know, you want to pop on, it's fine. I hope I'm not, you know, confusing anybody because this is all new to me. They did not announce a new trip, but they did say that it'll be October. So everybody get ready, get yourself moving, and make sure you get all these points for you know, for the E60 challenge. Let's see. The other thing, oh, they gave away a trip to Hawaii to one girl, had the ticket, and she got a trip, a 4-day, 3-night Hawaii trip. How exciting was that? They threw out a bunch of hats. It's very, very exciting. They just, you know, at the end of the Saturday meeting, they throw up balloons with, you know, confetti inside of it. And, you know, it's just overwhelming and so exciting. And one of the best things about it is, if you're sitting like Shannon and I, unfortunately, Shannon wasn't able to make it this year, but Shannon and I have never met each other. So the fun thing is that you're seeing all your friends that you've made connections with on Facebook or Instagram. And when you go here, you see them. And it's just, you know, you feel like so excited and you know, everybody's hugging and kissing each other, and it's just amazing. Let me see what else in my notes. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, okay. So one of the things, oh, going back, sorry about this. Going back to Brock, he told everybody to get a QR code. Now I know a lot of you have known about it and got it, before, but just go on Google and find QR code to learn how to, get one. But it's imperative that you get one. And I found the 2 apps, if you want me to say it now. It's called Snap Tick and then Finsta. So Shannon can put it on there. Snap TIC and Insta INSTA, Finsta FINSTA. Let me look here. Sorry, Shannon. Okay. Here's the.
Stop apologizing. This is the first time you've ever done a Good Morning Vibe Tribe. So you're doing freaking fantastic.
I'm hoping. I'm on fumes. Okay. So they were saying also on Saturday, in the Saturday meeting, about the UWI, and I think it's already, I don't even know if anybody does know if it's on the site already, if you're able to order it, but if you are, you want to get it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Coming from a person that doesn't ever have energy drinks or soda or anything, if I like it, everybody's gonna like it. So they were telling about how it's made, and one of the things they said was that we're one of the only manufacturers that produces everything. 90% of our stuff is in-house, sourced manufacturers in-house, and we're one of the only one that does that. And that's a big plus, because with all that's going on right now, I don't know about you, but I sit and wonder, how the heck does Lavelle get our packet, our stuff out so fast? How do we get it so fast with everything, aside from Amazon, who does the same thing? But I mean, it's amazing. This company is freaking amazing. Everything they do. I've been with the company 9 years, and I want to tell you, it just gets better and better and better every single year. So then I'm going to tell you about me being one of the stars of the show. They had a dance contest. And of course, I don't know if anybody on here knows me, but I love to dance. So they asked for volunteers. And of course, I went up on the stage, and there are some videos that I'm going to post them. I haven't posted hardly a lot of the pictures, but we got up, and there was about 20 of us. They eliminated, and it was me and a friend of mine, Lisa Garrow, and another kid that did break dancing. Oh my gosh. So he's up on the stage, and they're saying, okay, dance your hearts out, and I'm dancing like crazy, and he's break dancing. So they eliminated it down, and everybody's cheering for me and cheering for Lisa. And of course, he got the biggest cheer, so he was one. And then the other one was Lisa Garrow. So I didn't win, and every time, so when we came off, and they got 2 Apple Watches. I really wanted an Apple. I have a Fitbit. Anyway, so that night is the party. I'm like the star. Everywhere I walk, oh, you're the girl that was up on the stage dancing. I voted for you. My voice was killing me. It was hysterical. So now we're at the VIP party. Well, it was something out of Brigadoon. I don't know how many of you have seen the show Brigadoon. We were it. And I learned from years past that you walk a lot, you dance a lot, and I wasn't wearing my 4 inch heels. I wore boots with a long sequin gold gown. And everybody was saying, "Oh, that looks so good." I said, "Oh, great. Okay." Because that's not my era. We always wore heels. I know a lot of you young people out there wear boots with long dresses and fancy dresses, but that's not me. So, but I felt comfortable and I danced all night. And then after that, that ended at 10:30. They gave you they have food laid out, all kinds of hors d'oeuvres, and then they have open bar, and we swear the drinks were water because I'm a one drink person and I feel it. I was either that or I was dancing so much. I don't know. Then we went after that, we left at 10:30 and went to this bar with dancing called Chill. And my flight was at 6:48. So I didn't go to sleep that night. That's why I'm like, I am now kind of discombobulated. We left there at 2 o'clock in the morning. I went to my room with 5 other women in it, and packed, left the room, went downstairs and sat on the sofa and waited for my Uber that didn't show up. So I got a taxi. That was great. I got a taxi to the airport. And by the way, Shannon, it was Stephanie Grazik. So she's a friend of Shannon's and on your team. And
She's
we
she's
went
our
to
200K leader if you're in the Thrive to Survive. It's FEG is the
see
shit.
what?
She's my 200K millionaire leader.
Yeah, she became did she become a millionaire?
Last year,
Yeah,
she got the millionaire award. This year,
right.
her upline, Sonia, got the, or her downline, it's somewhere. Anyway, she's like right connected with FEG, Sonia Lomper. I guess that's right. She got the millionaire award. And one of the girls on the Thrive to
Yes.
Survive team, Joy, won $50,000 for the ultimate driver. She deserved it. She needed it. Was her story. She's just an amazing person. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That was fabulous, which brings me to the millionaires also. This was so funny. So typically, things happen. They couldn't get the pictures of the winners of the ultimate driver up. They mentioned the name, so I didn't know who she was or see her. They were trying to get it and they kept saying, "Okay, come on." And Jason saying, "Put it up." Finally, they couldn't get it up. I don't know what happened, but we skipped that. They went over that and said their names, but I would have loved to seen it. So y'all can look. Shannon, if you know who, she's on your team, post her picture. I would love to see it because everybody looked.
One thing.
Everybody looked incorrect. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I know everybody looked fantastic, but I just want to talk about how amazing this company is. For those of you who saw the video who were not there, the company paid homage to I'm sorry. Chastity was up there and they paid homage to her husband.
Yeah, I was gonna.
That's an amazing
I started
thing.
crying. It was.
I knew Pat. He called me his little firecracker. That man, they were definitely yin and yang. But I'm just so proud to be with a company that does something like that.
Yeah, now you're getting me emotional. Yeah, it was, that's what they do. That's the company they are. And the leaders, Paul and Jason, are so real. So real. They, like when he says, Paul is so cute. I love what he says. "I'm just like you. I take my pants off every day, just like you." Paul, you're not just like us, you're a multi-zillionaire. But he really is sincerely meaning that he wants to be with us. And this is just something that they do that shows how real they are. It was so incredible. Everybody stood up and and, just cheered for her. It was just so emotional. And just to get back to the millionaires, it is so amazing. I've been in other companies, probably 4 or 5 other companies. And this company is just 10 years old, and I'm not 100% sure how many millionaires they have, but they have at least 200 to 300, which is amazing. It's just, I don't even know what to say about that. And not only that, Mike and Tracy Page are 8-figure earners. They were on stage. They happened to be on my top 200 Ks. And they're just as humble people as you can. I mean, they're from Utah, very, very humble. Nothing's changed. If you want to call this guy and do a 3-way, I don't know how he does it, but he's always, always, always available. That to me is a leader. So there's 2 people in this company, Maria Dillard and Mike Page, that are 8-figure earners. Holy cow. That just, I mean, this is unbelievable to be in a company with that many top earners like that. It's just, and be so young. I mean, Amway is 50 years old. So I'm sure they do have 8-figure earners, or maybe even more. Who knows? That's out of my realm of thinking. But they had all of them. So all the new multimillionaires, and then they got all the ones from years past. So they took a picture of everybody that was the millionaire, and they honor all of them, which is also pretty neat. So it's just so much and so exciting that I don't even know, where to go. So many things happen, so many monumental things that happened to recreate. But for me personally, seeing all my friends and meeting them for the first time was very exciting. And everybody in this company that I know is overly friendly because they've all been through some type of, what's the word I'm thinking of, pain, maybe. Like all of us, we've all been there. We've had some, dark moments in our life, and everybody is caring and loving, which is another thing. The money is great, and I'm sure we all love money. The products are also life-changing, but it's changed these people, and they feel and care about each other. As an example, of course, with Chastity. And I got to tell you, I don't know how she's going. She keeps going, but she does. Kudos to her. So I think, let's see. Other than I could tell you my own personal experience since I got there. I don't know much more that we could talk about. But I will tell you that we were 6 people in a room, and I, of course, being one of the smallest, and my friend Sarah being one of the smallest, were sleeping on the edge of the beds, two king size beds with 6 girls in a room. It was like chaos, but we managed. And so we didn't really get a whole lot of sleep, but we had a good time.
You got about 25 minutes left if you wanted to go over some stuff with groups. that you were
25
originally supposed to
minutes.
do. Yep.
Oh, okay. If my brain can consume it.
Either that or we can just go ahead and end it and have you back as another guest today.
Well, I could tell you a little bit about groups because I think it's important and to help go along with the 60-day challenge. You know, everybody has a good opportunity now. Do what it takes. As an example, with me this morning, I knew that I had to get on here and I knew that I was really, really tired. I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I set the alarm to get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock so that I would be able to prepare my notes. Some type of preparation anyway. Okay, so what I do with groups and stealing is I steal a lot of stuff from other people. And I was always told that stealing is a compliment to that person. So don't be afraid to steal. Now, you don't want to take, if somebody has something on their face timeline, you don't want to take the verbiage exactly. When I say stealing, I take out of context. So I learned this from one of the other groups. When you do groups, number one of the things you should get into a group with your 5 things, of course. So I'm in a redheaded group, obviously. And what I do, if it's a new group, when it's a brand new group, what you want to do is right away make a post about yourself. Hi, I'm Elaine White. I love leopard. I love to dance, and I love to make new friends. And now you're going to put the CTA, which is I forgot what CTA. Oh my God, help me here, Shannon. Closing. Your call to action. Your call to action at the end. Okay, so you want to post that about, you're introducing yourself, but you always want to put a call to action. Now, I know that groups, you have to be careful. So what you want to do is say something like, I love to make friends. So what kind of jobs and where are you from in this group? So you're not really going against the rules, but you're finding out every person's job, where they're from, and then they're going to comment. Now, when they comment, you make a comment. So somebody would say, I'm from Alaska, which there was, and I'm a nurse. Wow. Okay. That's somebody I want to talk to. So, I'll make some kind of comment. Wow, you must have really long hours. So you want to be, and I'm sure you've heard this before, a great conversationalist. So, if somebody commented, each person, you want to make a comment. You don't just want to, you can do hearts or likes if you want, but it takes a little time, but it's worth it. Because doing this, I've increased my new friends probably by, 10 a week now. And that's a lot. And I've gotten 4 new orders out of those 10. So that to me is a lot. So now you're making a comment to that person. Now she knows you commented back, and she might comment back too. You immediately friend request that person. Then you go into their messenger. Now, when you go into Messenger, if she hasn't friend requested you yet or accepted it yet, you want to go into their messenger and say, hi, Shannon. That's 1, because they don't always get it if it goes into that alternative box. Then you write again. Hi, Shannon. I just introduced myself, and I remember you said you were a nurse, and I'd love to know more, get to know you. Something to that effect. You do not talk about Thrive. So usually when you do those things twice, they'll see that. So you want to make sure that you do something once and twice. So now, if everything goes perfect, she accepted your friend request, you don't really have to converse with her. You want to immediately put something on your timeline on Facebook that shows what you do. If it's a DFT, something that she's going to see your timeline now that you're friends. And now you want to go to her timeline and you want to start posting. You want to look at her timeline, and you need to write the names down. Every time when you do that, you want to write those names down. Now, I'm not the greatest at organization, so I can't tell you how to organize it. If you're good at, the internet, putting it in Google or something, or writing it down. I'm writing it down because you'll never remember it, even though you think you do. And you write down the name, and you want to make sure that you go into their timeline and comment. Now the algorithm is going to take it back to you. They're going to see your stuff. So again, the three things that you're supposed to do. You're supposed to like, comment, and I forgot the third one. Whatever. But as long as whatever you see, whatever she's talking about, and you don't have to do each and every one, just three things. That's what the third one is. You want to comment on three things. And as that goes along, eventually that person, you might, at the end of the week, what I call the follow-up Friday. So on Friday, you want to go back into that person's messenger and just say, I don't know if you've seen any of my posts, but I know you're a nurse, and I would love to share what I do for energy. Because by that time, they should have seen enough. If you're posting enough of that's I don't know if you've heard that, but that's to exercise. So if they should see enough that you could ask that. I don't know if you've seen my post or not. Would you be open to hearing about what I do for energy, mental focus? Or the newest one I've been using is Paul's, how to look 10 years younger. So, and then I've been getting people from doing that. So that procedure. Now, the other thing is, and then I'll kind of end it. The other thing, if you are in a group and you've been in a group for a while, maybe you weren't active like me. I've been in some groups and I sometimes forget, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I wasn't active in this group, so I put a post. A picture of myself. Make sure you put a good picture, and put a picture of yourself, and then say, I want to introduce myself. I've been in the group for so long, but I really, kind of stopped coming in, and I wanted to say hi to everybody and see what you're doing, and again, how many of you are looking forward to the summer, or how many of you have plans for the summer? How many of you are looking to get fit, which is a real good one. You know, how many of you have, without being, I'm trying to think of something, without being tacky, how many of you have put on weight? But I wouldn't say that. But so many people, how many of you are looking to get, you know, more fit this summer? You always want to end. You just don't want to say, thanks for listening to me, you know, like a lot of us do. Even when you're going live. I know that used to be my mistake. I'd say, thanks everybody, have a great day. You know, what does that mean? People need to know and have direction. So that's what you want to do. You want to direct them. You want to give them an order, and they're going to follow through with it, and that's going to help you. But you never talk about thrive immediately. You kind of wait. If you start out on a Friday, then you wait till the following Friday. Or if you feel comfortable and you know they've seen stuff, then you could do it, you know, a little sooner. I usually like to wait 3-4 days. So that's pretty much what I do, and it really works.
Thank you
Are you
so
there?
much. Now, remember, everybody, like Stacy always says, there are 1,000 ways to the beach. Don't say something isn't working for you after only trying it for a week. Give it time. Give yourself grace. Also, she was saying that the next trip is in October. If you start being consistent every single day now, I guarantee you can get that trip. Thank you, Miss Elaine. Guys, I do have an appointment this morning. When I get back, I will get the replay up along with some extra stuff for y'all. Have a great Monday. Go out there and let everybody know why Mondays are better now. Love you, Elaine. Thank you.
Love you. See you, everybody.